Mention the position where the foot is bound. Need to adjust in. I'll simply go parallel here in this section. Parallel over here. It works. This claw mouth cannot be lower than the last under the toe. If above, because of the slope. Some slopes, you add a base. It can't cover the bottom. Generally, being 2 or 3 millimeters higher is fine. You need to look at it. Specifically, you have to see if some slopes are too narrow. You can only make it work. Some slopes are wide. You can adjust a little more. The main point is to clamp over to hold the upper. First pull it out. Hit this to this position. Hit the wrench position. This switch is for what adjustment? This way adjusts inward, you see. Do you still have this long? When leaning here, this distance, the distance to here, is to adjust this distance. Yes, feel distance. See, I adjust a little more this way. You can notice it. This way you see it comes out a lot. The top has already touched the slope. The slope will go down. So adjust to where the tip is a bit closer. Usually leave about 2 centimeters. That position. Adjust this upward. Adjust this place up. Is to set this marking line a bit higher. See, this way it comes up. Adjust inward a little. And then clamp to the end. Step on, don't release the first step. You can adjust a little lower, then check the height on both sides. Should basically be parallel. This adhesive block on both sides seems a bit low. If it's a bit low, you can adjust here. Here can also be adjusted up, or adjust directly. This adhesive block is fine too. This block below, adjust higher directly. Follow its range to adjust, it's all fine. These glue blocks here, each glue block can be adjusted. Then look at the opening. Where is this open to? Where is the seam joined to? We just closed the last set, and it's fine. You adjust the machine. Initially, you need to hit this here. Once this is over, it won't move. But here it opens to where hands press. I must press both hands here to make it move. Once I press now, it can move. You see, it all moves now. No matter which type of shoe. Initially, when making it, you need to set it to semi-automatic. Why do you need it to be semi-automatic? Sometimes you don't know how much it can pull automatically. You can pull it manually like this, and it will move here. You see, if you pull more, it can be adjusted here. After adjusting, you can directly pick it up and clamp it again to pull. Inside here, inside the claws, you can adjust it. The amount of pulling for the inner and outer waist. Pull a little more, or I pull more on the inner waist. The time for this inner waist will be a bit longer. If you pull less for the outer kiln, then the time for the outer kiln can be reduced a bit. You see, I can increase the inner kiln. Now we increase it. Then the inner and outer kiln pull differently. Now you see this side pulls a lot. The outer kiln pulls just a little bit. Everything is adjusted well now. It's okay now. You then operate smoothly. Then you can switch to full automatic. Generally, people come to this position near the ejector rod. When you're operating, make sure not to reach your hand in. Put it inside. For some reverse slopes, for example, when it falls, you can use pliers to tilt it, it's fine. Make sure not to stick your hand in. Hold the bleed line steady. Like this. You must move both hands away from here. Then, whether you step on it or something else, make sure not to get your hand pulled in there. You need to pull it open with both hands at the arch. This way you can hold it steady, so that its shoes don't fall off. Also in these places, you need to pick up the hot one. Never touch it. It's over 200 degrees. Just this piece. It has been shaved off on top. On both sides. It has been glued on. It's best to wear gloves.